What's going on, Faisal? Hope you're doing well. You've got quite a long ways on your beard to get to this level, um, but definitely an improvement on that front. So first and foremost, congratulations on getting promoted. That's awesome. I think in the week 12 update, you mentioned being stressed out about work and having some kind of possibly losing one of your members or one of your crew members. And I know you probably didn't want to go too much into the detail or burden me, but never feel like you're burdening me with any of that. Part of coaching is establishing relationships with my athletes, and um, coaching is much more than just numbers and sets and reps and prescribed intensities. It's establishing a relationship with these people and you as well. And uh, so if you ever want to share anything and everything about life, feel free. Beautiful daughter, by the way. But yeah, more importantly, on better terms or better news, congratulations on the promotion. That's awesome. But of course, with bigger things in life come more responsibility. So I'm sure you'll manage, or you wouldn't have gotten the position in the first place, man. So kind of the reoccurring theme that I'm noticing across the board. I think you have very high expectations for yourself in terms of where your performance is at in relation to your RPEs. So I think you're doing a much better job of your possible. I think you're doing. Let me stick to the RPE topic. I think you're doing a much better job of rating your RPEs and being more honest with yourself. Obviously, your old tendencies and um, old habits do come to light at times. Um, that that squat where you overshot at 9,000. I don't think if it was that high. I think the 225 was probably about a 9.5. 215 this current week or the 6 weeks out that you sent. I think that was close to about the same RPE. So I know the weights haven't been feeling um, the greatest, and they're not exactly where you want, but we're still trying to piece things together. You're probably showing signs of fatigue, and you aren't quite primed for these higher intensity sets in the current moment. So, again, also keep in mind strength and your one rep max isn't stable each workout. So you probably know this that on some days you feel really good and some days you feel kind of shitty, and that just goes to show that there's more to training than just a one rep max, and there are outside variables that impact your overall strength and performance and all that stuff. So just keep that in mind. Um, but I think we can definitely piece things together here for this meet. Them pushing it back to October really gives us plenty of time to really just put together a solid peak, and that's kind of why I decided to do your training week by week, just in case I didn't want to put together a 4 week cycle and then have to find out that they finally released the meet date, and then we have to go ahead back and modify everything. So that's kind of why I was doing it week by week. So I definitely think we're in a good place. 6 weeks is definitely plenty of time to really put together a solid peak. So I'm confident that in 3 4 weeks time you'll reflect back at this week and be like, oh, Chris was right. Hopefully, but remember, this is 1 week out of dozens that we still need to build from here, and we have plenty of time to really get where we want things to be. But I think things are progressing really well. I think you've just set this high level of expectations for yourself because you've had weeks where you've hit PRs and you've hit new personal records and you've hit rep PRs, and it's just like there's only so much that you can take, and I know that training's been going really well, and that you're continuously pushing, but at some point things are going to slow down a little bit, and might be one of those weeks where things just aren't the greatest as they've been in previous weeks. So despite the weights not feeling the greatest or not being where you want, I think we're in a very good place considering the amount of PRs you've hit, the amount of rep PRs you've been doing, the way your technique looks. So I think you're in a very, very solid place. I think you're doing a better job of rating your RPEs. I think your deadlift RPEs are on a little bit on the high end, meaning that you're overshooting again. But I think you're doing a much better job with squats and bench, except for that obviously the overshoot 215 and the overshot 225. Um, but on deadlift, I think the six that you called, I probably would have called that a seven, and what you called a seven, I probably would have called an eight if I was being perfectly honest. So I think we just need to be a little bit more honest on that. But I definitely see improvements across the board on your RPE rating, and I appreciate it. Pause squats are looking much better. Obviously, some still work to be doing, but regardless, still improving, and they're getting better. So I really like the pauses. Just continuous to really practice that. Um, if you need a 2 count, have someone give you a 2 count pause. There are apps that you can set up a timer that'll beep for 2 seconds, so you can use one of those. But just really, they're definitely improving, but we can be a little bit better with the pauses. Your pause bench getting better. Just remember the competition pauses. Make sure that you're actually pausing those for a competition press. And as always, just be honest with yourself, man. But honestly, dude, I think we're in a very good place in regards to your training. Everything seems to be going pretty well. I mean, you're hitting PRs, you're hitting rep PRs. Everything's getting better. You're getting stronger. So I think you just need to let go of the gas pedal a little bit because you've been flooring it for the last I don't even know how long. And now we just need to cruise into this meet and really piece together a solid meet. But other than that, Faisal, I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you had a good week, and I hope you have a better weekend. And I'll talk to you soon, man. Take care.